Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be exploring an age-old myth of can you restore and bring back old yellow souls back to life. Can it be done? Let's talk about it next. So if this is your first time checking out the channel, please hit the subscribe button and check out future content, as most of the time I just talk about shoes and cars 90% of the time. Every other 10% you might get something else, just depending on how I'm feeling at the time. But today, this is for all the sneakerheads and people who have often wondered, can I bring my yellowed, ugly, dingy soles back to fame and glory and Icey status? I tried in the past, and it didn't go so well. Shoe sole separation. These are the 2001s, 2000 or 2001s Concords. Either way, if you ever wonder what it looked like on the bottom, this is what it looks like. I tried it with, what is that shit called? Sea Glow. I tried it with Sea Glow. It had major sole separation, as you can see. But the sole separation, because I live in hot ass California, and during the course of a day, it gets pretty hot. And I was going for the home run. I left them shits out there all day. I wasn't even wearing these anymore. It was more like an experiment. So I figured let's go for round 2 and experiment some more on these and see if we can bring them back, you know? Can it be done? Now, it really depends on what you're willing to risk. Are you willing to risk maybe having some sole separation, depending on where you live at? Are you willing to risk having this shit not grip? Because you're gonna lose some grip for sure. At least with Sea Glow I did, and I'm pretty sure when you put them out in the sun, you're gonna lose some grip. If you're gonna hoop in them, if you're just walking around in them, I guess it really doesn't matter. But if you plan on hooping in them, after you get them a little bit icy, and what else are you gonna be willing to risk? The main factor is time. It can be done, but how much time are you willing to invest? Or you can just do it like I did and said, F the project, I'll wait 18 years to cop some new Concords instead of trying not to. I always drop the damn shoe in the video, and instead of trying to bring some old ones back to life. So we're gonna try some methods that you probably already seen before and some new methods. I'm not gonna try the Sea Glow method because I've already been down that route and I wasn't pretty impressed with the results. It started to get a little clear, but the process was just way too long for the results. They actually kind of re-yellowed. I actually did get them kind of back a little bit clearer than this, a lot clearer, but I just left it alone once the sole separated. What made me want to try again? Well, I have aligners. So if you hear me in my videos talk a little funny, it's because I have aligners in. So you probably can't see, but I have aligners in. And when they give you aligners, it comes with a whole bunch of different whitening stuff, you know, to try to whiten your grill. From Smile Direct, this isn't a shout out or a plug, but if you guys want to show some love and Smile Direct and sponsor a video, why not? So they give you all this whitening stuff. And it also comes when you get your kit, these whitening things. And as I was using it one day, it dawned on me, I wonder if I put some of this, sneakerhead problems. I'm cleaning my teeth and I'm thinking about how I could use this right on my soles to make them better. Go figure. So we're gonna try that. We're actually gonna try three different ways. I'm gonna play with two soles. One full sole, I'm gonna put just nothing but hydrogen peroxide. That's pretty much what this is. That's the only ingredient that was on this. I'm not sure if there's anything else in this clear pen, bright on pen, whatever that comes with it. But we're gonna put one whole sole, just peroxide and toothpaste. Blue toothpaste. I mean, because why else? We're trying to get our soles icy. Why would we use a different color toothpaste? I'm just saying. It probably has no effect what color the toothpaste is, but it might, who knows? I'm gonna use the bluest toothpaste I could find. Actually, I have some blue, super blue toothpaste already. And on the other sole, we're gonna put baking soda and water on the top half. That's probably the most common way most people do it nowadays, is baking soda and water. And for the lower portion, from here down, we're gonna put this stuff on. And then we're gonna throw it in the sun. It's almost 10 o'clock now, so I'm gonna go into about, we'll probably go 3-4 hours. But I'm gonna redo it. So it's probably gonna be 3 or 4 sessions. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna let you know session by session how it's working. Stay tuned. So this is what we're working with today. Hydrogen peroxide, the super blue toothpaste that I already had. That's one method. The bright whitener from Smile Direct, and baking soda. Toothbrush, old one of course. Some saran wrap, and how to keep track. Left side, hydrogen peroxide plus toothpaste. Right foot, baking soda. We're gonna just do the top part. Smile Direct whitener, bottom part. And I'm not gonna do the inside. I'm gonna do this side. So keep that in mind too. I'm only gonna be focused on the outside because most of you guys don't have sole separations. And I probably most likely won't put this back on the shoe. This is just for experimental purposes and shoe sneaker addicts around the world who are curious and don't want to fuck with their own shoes. Already fucked up mine. Baking soda water. I really don't care about getting on the Concord part because they're already fucked up. So we'll see. You might care, but you're gonna find out what happens if you put them on there anyway. Now for the Smile Direct, just on the bottom, the lower half portion. I kind of blend it. Gotta keep twisting this thing to get the gel out. This is the baking soda and the Smile Direct side. The other side would just be hydrogen peroxide and toothpaste. Haven't got there yet. Already saran wrapped one. Now for the peroxide and toothpaste. I'm just gonna do something like this. Am I putting the peroxide on first? I don't know. I'm just doing it. Don't ask questions. Just watch and see what the results are. Left sole, peroxide toothpaste, full, check. Right side, baking soda and water, check. Bottom, Smile Direct whitener, check. Saran wrapped. All right, let's go throw them in the sun and see what happens. Time started now. First 1 hour session done. Let's go take a look at it and clean it off. First session done. Can't really see much difference, I don't think. Maybe slightly. But it looks like the left side, which was the hydrogen peroxide and the toothpaste, might be slightly doing a little bit better than the baking soda and the Smile Direct whitener. Let's start session 2. 2 sessions in, about 3 hours. The soles have been baking in the sun so far. And it seems like the peroxide and toothpaste is clearing up way better than the baking soda and water so far. About 3 hours baking in the sun so far. Not much difference, but I guess we're getting there. Obviously the sun is moving, but so I have to move locations. But honest opinion, you can see a big difference with the toothpaste and the peroxide, but the whitener isn't doing a bad job. To me, it looks like the biggest loser is the baking soda. And also on another note, I would not want to do this with any of this stuff with the sole still attached to my shoe. I don't care if you tape it up or whatever, you're still making more of a mess on the shoe itself than you are cleaning the sole. Just try to get the sole icy. But I mean, I guess take precautions. About 3 sessions in, 6 hours under the sun, I'm starting to see that the peroxide and toothpaste is working way better than the baking soda. But the bright Smile Direct cleaner or clear is doing better than the baking soda. So we'll see. Like I said, it's been 6 hours trying to reverse 20 years of yellowness. Not expecting much, so we'll keep going. So these are the results probably after about a week and a half. It looks better in person. They cleared up a lot, but the baking soda and water, the right side, it's garbage. I wouldn't waste your time with that. The Smile Direct is actually a lot clearer than that side, than the top of the baking soda. And the Smile Direct ingredients pretty much is peroxide and whatever else they put in there, but the results, not bad. The hydrogen peroxide and toothpaste probably has the best results besides just the Smile Direct. But I'm getting tired of waiting, so I'm gonna try something else. I'm just gonna go pure bleach and see what happens, just for the sake of seeing what happens. Poured some bleach and cut the top of a water bottle, obviously. Toothbrush in there. I'm gonna do the same exact process with the bleach in the sun and the wrap over it, so let's see what happens. See if my results are better. Has anybody else bleached their soles? This will be hilarious if this shit works. It works like amazingly. Stay tuned. Kind of expected better results from just the bleach. Really didn't have no effect on it at all, really. So I'm just gonna go with pure peroxide, because that seems like that's the best bet. That's been getting the best results. So I'm gonna go just nothing but peroxide, whole bunch of peroxide in the sun. Another method I tried was this 40 cream stuff from the hair salon for about 3 sessions. Not very much improvement. So I'm gonna try one more thing before I call it a wrap. These are the results of a 1 session, 3 hours in the sun. Too early to call, but you can still see the left sole still doing way better than the right sole from all the earlier stuff I done to it with the peroxide and toothpaste method. We'll carry on. All right, we're gonna try putting the So Bright on the inside, because I'm still not really getting the results that I want. It's getting a little better, but for the time that it's taking, I figured let's just try to do both sides. So it might be better if your sole actually starts to separate, to actually get the sauce, as y'all call it, on both sides of the sole, and we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. I think it's a good day to run some tests. These are my OG Columbia 11s. Yeah, why do I still have these? I have no clue. You know, sneakerheads do weird shit like that, have sentimental values. Yeah, I probably was like, I don't know, what, 11, 12 when these came out? But yeah, these are my OGs. So I figure, let's see exactly what the So Bright can really do to these soles. I'm only gonna do the soles to one, and I'm gonna do a little bit of patent leather to the other. We'll see what happens, see what the results we get. All for the sake of sneakerheads. Wish me luck. So I did the whole sole of one shoe and just the tip of the patent leather of the other shoe. And we'll see what results you get, if any at all. Here we go, way better lighting. So I got bored of waiting. This is like a month-long project, and I think with the Concord soles, that's as probably as good as I'm gonna get with it without doing like some 24-hour UV lighting, blue tint, like some type of blue tint to get them really icy. But not that, you can still see the sides that I used, the peroxide and the toothpaste, the blue toothpaste worked a lot better still. And this is just a week of doing the Columbias. I didn't put any on this one, as you can see, still pea yellow looking. And this is a week of the So Bright. I expected better results from a week, but I mean, shit, look how old these shoes are. Not bad for a week. And these are still rocks from 1996. Does anybody still have rocks in their shoes from 1996? I do. And it works on the patent leather too, a little bit. You can see the suntan line. I applied it here and didn't apply it here back. So if anybody's curious, there you go. Didn't do it any on this side. Anybody want my off-white Columbias from 1996? Let me know. And so I'm just gonna glue these up with some bar cement and put these back on my Concords, and then I'll show you the final results of my somewhat restoration. So all the shoe, the whole shoe rather, it's taken all the way apart. They cleaned up pretty nicely, to be honest with you. We'll see how they come back together once I glue them all up. soles are still yellow. For the most part. I mean, they wasn't as bad as they were, but they kind of got ashy. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how they look once I put it back together. Stay tuned for that. Gonna let that dry before I put the ashy soles back on. Let's see if I can get rid of that. But looking good so far. Almost done wrapping it up. Gotta glue this sole back on that one. And stay tuned, we'll see what the finished product looked like. I was gonna buy some laces, but I'm never gonna wear these again. I'm just doing this for research purposes only. So we'll see how they come out. So far, so good. So far, so good. All right, let's take a look at a somewhat finished product. And when I say somewhat finished product, because it's some glue spots that I missed that I could probably tighten up, but for a 20-year-old shoe with what is this? What, 2000 release? Yeah, 2021. For pretty much almost a 20-year-old shoe. Decent, I guess. Yeah, so you can see where I didn't glue that very well. But not bad for my first restoration. Experimentation. I mean, so what do you guys think? Is this good compared to how yellow the sole was at first? Is that acceptable to you? I mean, yeah, I guess when you put them all together. And I didn't wipe those soles down at all for my 2018 Concords. These looked like that. And like I said, I only did one. And this was a 1 week session. Is it worth it in my opinion? This is a month. Well, this is a month worth of work trying to get them to look like that. I don't think it's worth it. If anybody want to buy my off-white 2000 Concords, let me know. But yeah, that's the research. That's the finished product, man. Let's do this comparison. I mean, but shit, way cleaner than what they were from when I first started. They were a lot worse, for sure. I mean, shit, when you look at them like that, I mean, I might just buy some laces and lace them joints up. You can see that real bad where I didn't glue it good enough, but not bad. All right, man, I hope you enjoyed the video. And got some information on if it's worth it or not. If you was thinking about doing it, and was this miracle sauce real or not? Depends on how bad your sole is, I guess. If they're 20-year-old soles, that's probably as good as you're gonna get. I mean, unless you know something I don't know, which you probably do, which I'm sure there's people out there. But yeah, go ahead and shoot it for yourself. I had to find out for myself. Was it true and could it be done? And to get it back that icy, I'm still a skeptic on that, but decent, I guess. All right, thanks for watching. Subscribe and check out some of my past videos, and there will be more to come. On to the next video. Deuces. Also, don't forget to subscribe, because I'm giving away a free Kobe Bruce Lee t-shirt to my 100th subscriber. Check out my last video, see a picture of that. Later.